A good thriller is one of the most rewarding experiences for a TV viewer, right? Well, the latest Showmax original, that's The Girl from St. Agnes, has shattered records in its first 24 hours. The sensational thriller was commissioned, produced, written and directed by women. It has tongues wagging from Blauberg to Bronkhorstspruit. We now chat to The Girl from St. Agnes's co-director, that's Cindy Lee. Cindy, good morning. Hi. And thanks for your time this morning. Now, fascinating because I saw this on Showmax, which I only tapped into last week, a bit of a late start there, and I saw the billboards. I didn't realize that this was a South African production. It was a South African series. Very quickly tell us what it's about.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on the show. It's a thriller, it's a drama. It's about the death of a young girl at a prestigious all-girls school and how the school tries to cover it up. And one of the teachers has a feeling that it wasn't a suicide, and she goes on a kind of journey to try and uncover who killed Lexi Sommerfeld.
Okay, and what's, I mean, from what we're hearing, the response has been amazing, and I see here that it was a bit difficult sort of selling it or marketing it. Is there a lot of Afrikaans in it?
No, it's all English.
It's all English. Okay,
maybe that's why it was difficult.
Oh, was that? Okay, because they say, oh, it was limited to Afrikaans speakers, so that's, in what way though?
No, I don't, no, it's all English.
It's all English.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so that's fantastic. Is this does the school really exist?
No, it doesn't. We had to create the school, and we set it in the Natal Midlands, so it's one of those prestigious all-girls school where it's all part of the FOG, which plays one of the major characters in the show. But no, it doesn't exist. It's completely made up. There's 4 or 5 different locations we use to actually create the school. But you wouldn't think so watching it. It really does feel like you're shooting it in a school that exists. It was amazing.
And the cast, all South African?
All South African, and it was just incredible. I mean, we have such an incredible cast in South Africa, actors, and we just never get to see them in act in English. You know, if they're acting in English, they're doing an overseas show. So it's really great for them to be able to act in their own mother tongue.
Oh. All right, and you know, I just thought, while we fiddle with your mic and try to get that done.
I'm glad I didn't
So I want to know about the idea for this. I mean, whose experience, what experiences did you draw on? Was there a book?
No, it was
someone's story?
Harriet Gavshon from Quizzical Pictures. It's based on one of her experiences she had growing up. So it's very personal to her. Okay. So, yeah, that's where it comes from.
And I mean, it comes at a time, I mean, and from what you're telling me, I'm hearing that there's possible, you know, whatever happened at the school, was there a teacher involved? And I mean, I don't know if you saw earlier, just as late as this morning, we're looking at, you know, teachers who are accused of sexually abusing kids at school. It's a primary school. So it seems also that this has come at the right time and following on from the Me Too movement as well.
Yeah, it's a very topical show. There are a lot of interesting themes: misogyny, bullying, sexual harassment, sexual identity, and there isn't a... I mean, we touch on a lot of those topics, which is really very interesting, and it is very timeless on all fronts, I think. It is something that, as a South African audience, we need to see that is happening in our own country so that we create the conversations, we spark up the conversations that we need to have on all those levels.
Okay, but I see there you have, you know, there's sex scenes, there's swearing, there's nudity. Yeah, how South African audiences dealing with that or responding to that?
Well, see, they seem to love it because, I mean, the show's got so many views, and I think it's something that is exciting. You know, I mean, streaming is the platform of the future. I really think it is. And our audiences can watch anything they want from anywhere around the world, so we need to be able to compete with that. I'm not saying we need to make shows that are full of nudity and swearing, but it is something that they have access to, and it is something that was part of our show.
Is it coincidental then that this is made by women? Was that deliberate, or did it?
It wasn't deliberate, but isn't that wonderful? I mean, America's trying so hard to get onto that Me Too platform, and they're trying to get women involved on all levels, and it just happened. I mean, Showmax, it's commissioned by women, helmed by women, produced by women, written mostly by women, edited mostly by women. It just happened.
Is it women? Wonderful.
Yep, and it's fantastic. Driven by women.
Well, I'm going to make an effort. I'm going to go. I'm going to find another 45 minutes in my day, an hour,
8
in my
hours.
Day. I'm going to do that, and it's a once-off series. I'm going to go and check out The Girl from St. Agnes. Thank you very much. As the co-director, Cindy Lee, joining us this morning. Let's check in with.